Hello everybody, welcome back to Wyatt Winable Garage. I've had a few requests to do a walk around on the 1994 Chevy 3500 HD, so let's give it a look. Some of my long-time viewers know I had a 1998 Chevrolet flatbed truck with a 12-foot bed, but sold that to get this truck that has a 19-foot bed. And of course it's the rollback, so I have more options now. I can haul my tractor if I need to without the use of a trailer, which I also sold. So, as I said, a 1994 Chevrolet 3500, the True HD. The video I put out before this one gave a lot of specs about this truck, and you can go watch that if you hadn't seen it yet. The gentleman I bought this truck from flips rollbacks as a hobby, and this one had the 6.5 Detroit diesel, which got some problems, and the one he took out was to the point where it needed to be replaced, so he put in a 454 7.4 gasoline engine, which I'm more familiar with. I think they're easier to work on. Yeah, you don't get the fuel mileage, but this engine had about the same torque as the 6.5, and it's been running good for me so far. This truck in its current state is about 60% completed. Like I said, he flipped trucks, but he spent the very minimum getting them right. He did all the major components, you know, the engine. He kept the same transmission in there. So the PTO works because it's a mechanical PTO, hydraulically driven to the rams on the bed, so you can move the bed back and forth. The reason I bought the truck, even though it has some problems, is there is no rust, and the bed works without any leaks. And some of the repairs that have been done are these trays up front were completely ripped out from either stress or having too much weight on them. So I had a local weld shop put these angle irons on both sides and get that repaired. Here you can see part of the frame. These wear blocks, hard to find. In fact, a lot of things about this bed are hard to find. It's an old truck. Some of the parts aren't available, but these wear blocks should have been ordered. I got to get back with the guy who's helped me on that. They're uneven. One's worn out more than the other, so that's not a good thing. That will be repaired. Like I was saying in another video, this frame has been extended to 198 inches, and there were some cracks after that work has been done, and I took it to a welding shop because I don't have a welding skill to do this. And this is what he came up with. I'm not real crazy about the welds he put on here. It was just a crack. I was thinking a weld would be enough, but he kind of went crazy. But guaranteed the work, so if anything happens, I'll take it back. The truck has these simulators, which I'll replace. These are kind of worn out and faded, some dents and missing items, but the tires are in good shape. Like I said, the bed overall is in good shape. Another project is that headache rack there. I'm going to take off and paint it. I want to shine up the bed rails on the side here just for aesthetics. I've already went through and painted this and cleaned everything up so everything there works, to include that little light. And the knob to the right there is a throttle control, so you can bring up the throttle, bring up the idle I should say, and then that makes the hydraulics work a little faster. So this 94 with the Jerr-Dan bed on it is kind of an anomaly because Jerr-Dan won't put beds on these trucks anymore. They found out they're just too light, and they had some frame problems, as this one does. It's been cracking. And now the reason I got this one, and I think I'll be okay, is the heaviest thing I have is a tractor at 6,500 pounds. The truck's gross weight is 15,000, and the bed is supposed to handle 12,000. So even with the issues this truck has had in the past, with the repairs that have been done, I think I'll be okay. The other thing I'm going to do is take my Corvette to car shows and display it on this truck just as kind of a unusual platform. I think it'd be a lot of fun and draw some attention. One of the things the guy did to flip the truck was put a 1996 454 engine in it. And what I do like is he included the interior from the same truck. So that means all the harnesses, the data link connector and all that are correct for this engine, to include the mileage on the engine. I'll never know what the frame has on it, but at least I know what the engine had. It's like 170,000. Pretty good job in here. The only thing I don't like, of course, but it's an old truck, is missing a little piece there. The truck used to be black, so the transition from green to black to burgundy is kind of odd, but once the door's closed, who cares? It used to be an automatic truck from the 96, so that's why that pedal has been cut there, and I need to find a pedal pad for it yet. Still haven't been able to do that, but otherwise interior's in good shape. It was completely filthy. I used an extractor on this seat here 3 times. It came out black as could be, but the headliner's in decent shape. Overall pretty good. Glass is good except for one crack over in the corner, and that's the PTO. That's how you engage the pump. Yeah, very important decal there. Because of the locks that are up front, you have to stop where I showed you there and then bring the bed down to the rails so you can suck it up underneath the blocks that keep it tied down, or keep the front from going backwards if you had a load on it. These two here are for the stinger, I guess that's what they call it. That's so you can tow an additional car. And I'm not going to put it down because I have it locked up right now. But that's how that works. And I got that locked in place there. And then the other lever here is for your winch in and out. The guy I got this from flips these trucks as a hobby. I think I said that earlier. So he did the very minimum to get it sold. Now he or someone else did get the engine flipped over with the new interior, the new style interior. And I like that very much. He did have it painted. It's just a $800 Mako job. I don't expect it to look this nice in a year from now, but I do like the fact that he's got the updated mirrors, that it looks good. It's a nice color. Getting a lot of compliments on this truck, actually more than I thought as far as color and style. But getting the front end squared away with the new grille and the new bumper and everything helped a lot. A lot of details in the engine to make sure that those components are correct. Just a lot of tidying up, I would say. And those are some of the things that I still have yet to do. So there it is, friends and family and subscribers. Had some interest in this truck. This is where we stand. I still got a lot of work to do, but you know me by now. This is my hobby. I like to take old vehicles and save them so I can lose lots of money and give it to someone else. I've done that in the past. Oh, speaking of which, the truck I sold, the 98 flatbed truck, the guy had it a whole week, absolutely loved it, called me to tell me it was stolen. It breaks my heart to think that pretty little truck is going to be stripped out and sold in parts, but that's just the world that we live in. That is my 1994 Chevrolet 3500 HD. I've looked at very many of them. My brother, poor guy, I took him along on a few trips to go test drive other vehicles that were either way far gone or way too expensive, and this is the one that I settled on based on condition and price, and knowing I had a lot of work to do. There is an interesting story of one reason I got this truck, and I'll just share a few pictures here. Maybe you can figure out why I had to get this truck. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for the new subscribers, and thank you to my old subscribers and friends who have been with me for a lot of years. Been a beautiful day today. We've got a couple nice weeks here in Tennessee, and looking forward to fall. Looking forward to seeing you again on the next video.